Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. Please pay attention to the following announcement from your streaming host. International streaming rules and regulations require me to provide the following information. I am on the Xbox Series S. I have the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We will be flying the Embraer EMB110P1. We are departing from Houston, Texas, and we are heading to Mobile, Alabama. I am not taking requests for flights, nor am I taking requests for me to fly specific aircraft. My flight schedule is created well in advance and is subject to change based on my own schedule. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are vintage aviation flights. Tuesdays are jetliner, regional prop, and regional jet flights. Thursdays are military aviation flights. Saturdays are flights featuring the P-38 Lightning called Lightning Saturdays. And Sundays are scenic flights. Any other information can be found in the description area below the video. Thank you for your attention. Hello, Naruto. Alright, so it's about a 2-hour flight. Sun's coming up, which is nice. We're going to have like a little nice early morning flight here out of Houston. So let's get in here, get things started up, and get in the air. Hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday. Hello, Mr. Addies. I must have scared Naruto off with my little semi-professional announcement at the beginning. Okay. Oh, I know what I want to do. We want to not let. We want to gas up. All right. Might be a quiet Tuesday, you never know. Ooh, that's kind of a dramatic photo right there. I like that. Might just be our best picture right there. Maybe that. Sorry about that. Hello, Mela. How are you? Nice to see you here. Got here just in time. We're getting ready to taxi over to our departure runway. And we'll be in the air momentarily. Tomorrow we'll be back in the Junkers 52, continuing our flight from Cairo to El Gora. We'll be still in Egypt on Wednesday. Thursday we'll be in the F-16 Fighting Falcon, heading from Randolph Air Force Base to Edwards Air Force Base. Friday we'll be in the 170B Coral Creek to Zephyr Hills, Florida. Hello, Chris. What did I... Oh, I had chicken nuggets for dinner last night, Amela. I know when you just put my name in there, that's what you're getting ready to ask. So, yeah, chicken nuggets for dinner. Nice to see you here, Chris. Mr. Addies is here. Yeah, I went over to Walmart, had the smaller bag, you know, because if I had the large bag, it's just too much. So, you know, because then it's like I feel like I got to eat them up before they start to spoil or whatever. So they had the smaller bags for like $6 or something. So yeah, so I had some for lunch yesterday, and then a little bit for dinner because I made enough. Like I had some for lunch when I got back home, and then I finished the rest of them up for dinner. And then I still got enough left for lunch or dinner today. Oh, well, at least that was the case. It wasn't anything else. It wasn't anything nefarious. It was just I think most banks now have that's something that they protect against, or that they automatically assume is a scam. But yeah, I kind of had a feeling that's what it was, Chris. But sorry that it didn't work out for you in the end. So once we get to Mobile and we park, we'll open the doors and all the cool stuff. Once we're you want to scream it. Yeah, I know it's like, it seems kind of strange, but I think that's an automatic they automatically assume that it's a scam because that's what most nowadays, especially with online gaming and stuff like that. Okay, Captain Riyadh, I'll tell you what. I don't have to answer that question because I'm playing the way I want to. I'm not familiar with the airport. Okay. I play the sim how I want to play it. Okay. Thank you. If it's not something that you particularly care for, then you don't have to be here. Matter of fact, I'll just make it easy for you. How about that? Since you make it real easy for you. There you go. I mean, I don't know the airport. I don't have time for that sort of stuff. Sorry, but no. You fly, you play how you want to play, I'll play how I want to play. How about that? That's how the world works. I don't play the way you want me to play. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot now. My train of thought's been lost. No pun intended. So yeah, we got some good flights this week. Sunday, just a quick reminder: no stream this coming Sunday. We'll be back on Monday with the Memorial Day flight. Chris. Thank you, Chris. I just no. I don't have time for that kind of nonsense. I think they're supposed to be going across. I think it goes underneath. It does. Well, this looks interesting right here. What do I feel like this is another one of those spots that's kind of gotten... Oh, and that person was also reported. I'm not even going to say the name. But yeah, you've been reported too for harassment, so... Alright, well now that we've got that out the way, thanks, Joseph. See here, I thought it was going to be a quiet chat today. I know this is an overpass. Alright, we will be in the air shortly. We're gonna go straight out that way, and we're gonna go to the east for quite some time, and then we're gonna go a little bit northeast, and then we're only gonna go about 23,000 feet today. That's our expected flight level. All right. I think. Okay, I know where. All right, let's go. And away we go. Well, this is the live weather, Joseph. You can't always fly in sunny weather all the time. That. All right. Away we go. Yeah, because it just doesn't seem realistic. Like when we're doing the scenic flights on Sundays, especially, or something where we want to see the scenery, then yeah, I'll kind of lessen, change the weather. But figure we'd fly in some dramatic clouds with the sun coming up to the east. So there we are. I got 6 people watching. 5, 5 concurrent viewers. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the 2 thumbs up so far. For those of you who missed the opening monologue, let me give it to you again. International streaming rules and regulations require me to provide the following information. I am on the Xbox Series S. I have the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are flying the EMB110P1. That's it right there. We just departed from Houston, Texas, and we are heading to Mobile, Alabama. I am not taking requests for flights or requests to fly specific aircraft. My flight schedule is created well in advance and is subject to change based on my own schedule. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are vintage aviation flights. Tuesdays, jetliner, regional jet, and regional prop flights. Thursdays, military aviation flights. Saturdays are flights featuring the P-38 called Lightning Saturdays. And Sundays we have scenic flights. Any other information can be found in the description area below the video. I do have a Discord. It is not set up for a chat. It is set up mainly for my let you guys know my schedule for the week. And if I'm not flying, I will post there saying that the flight's canceled. So I guess I scared everybody off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, that's kind of a dramatic picture right there. So many pictures to choose from today. Get up close and personal here with the Embraer 110 turbo prop. There is a cargo version of this plane. This is the cargo door, and then there's only like a couple seats in there, but it's mainly for cargo. But this is a passenger version. Before the prop start up, there's your passenger door right behind the pilot. And you got a couple emergency exits. 2 on the right and 1 on the left. Ooh, that's kind of a neat picture right there. Yeah, kind of nice flying with the weather on this morning. All right, take care, Milla. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by for a little while. Appreciate it. So yeah, once we land, we'll open the main door, put all the stuff out there. All right. Let's see, what else do we have to talk about? That anymore? Oh, let's see. So yeah, Friday, Coral Creek to Zephyr Hills in Florida. Should be a quick little flight on Friday. Nice little VFR flight. We'll make sure we have VFR weather. Saturday, for Lightning Saturday, we're going from Victorville to King City. For those of you who don't know, Victorville is the location. They have like an aircraft boneyard, graveyard, whatever you want to call it. Don't know if we're gonna see how much of that we'll see there when we depart from Victorville. I've flown in and out of there a couple times when I've gone to to the National Training Center there at Fort Irwin. That's where you fly in there and then they take you on a bus all the way out there to Fort Irwin. Sunday no stream. Monday we'll be back in the Monday we'll be flying the F-14B in the VX-9 livery, the black livery with the white Playboy bunny on the tail. We're doing that from Hunter Army Airfield to Joint Base Andrews. Then Tuesday we're doing a regional flight in the Embraer 170 from London City to Nantes and Atlantique. That's over in France, or I believe Normandy actually. So that should be a nice little flight there. And then on the 1st we will continue our journey towards the former Dutch East Indies in the Junkers 52. We're going from El Gora to Aruba. So that is going to be a bit of a long flight, I think, because there's no navigation aids. And let's see what else. Any other... Our first scenic flight of June will be in Florence, Italy. So that should be fun. So yeah, we got some good stuff coming up. There's a link to the Discord in the description. There's a link to the PayPal if you want to donate to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. It is not required, but it is greatly appreciated. Our next viewer requested flight will be the 17th of June. I will talk about that on the Friday prior. We will ask for one flight only, no more than 3 hours. That is the standard. It's first come, first serve. Whoever has one that I can do that's going to be about 3 hours long. Oops, that was the wrong. So yeah, we got some good stuff coming up, I think. I understand not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody's going to appreciate my content, and that's okay. You don't have to. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why people feel it necessary to. That's none of your business. What is it with people? It's like, what is going on? Mick was right. For a while, it was like nice and quiet in chats, and now all of a sudden, it's like it's started up again. I don't understand it. What in the world? I mean, are people just that miserable that they don't like that people are making content and enjoying it and just having a nice relaxing time, or what is it? That question has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do here. And personally, that's none of your freaking business. Man, I tell you. It's like some of you all just don't have, you have too much time on your hands and you just, oh, I'm just going to ask this most ridiculous question. That's a personal question. I don't know you like that. What's wrong with you? Oy. Okay, I know what happens. I know exactly what happened. I know what the problem is. It's reading it as we're supposed to be going to. What is it with people today? That's 3 people now. You know, here's the thing. Okay. Well, Sim Eric, I I am assigned. It says to go to 230. Okay. What? That is my flight level, 230. That's why I'm that high. Hello, Vengeful Squid. I am doing okay. I just have a bunch of folks that have been in my chat over on YouTube who have been acting up because they're miserable people and they got nothing better to do with their time. So, but I'm doing okay otherwise. Yeah, I suppose. I hope you are well. Yeah, it's just been I've been trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep ahead of what's going on because my plane, for some reason, it's saying it wants it to go to 99,000 feet, and so I had to kind of. I've been trying to alleviate the problem here. I think I've got it now. Uh, I have Twitch and YouTube. I stream through Aircast Fish Guns. 210. Well, it had me at 230, so it's fine. It is what it is. What? Another one. I don't understand. I mean, I'm you know, okay, for those of you who keep asking these questions and stuff, you're just getting reported for harassment, and I'm going to let YouTube deal with you. I know you think it's funny because you're just miserable people, but I mean, really, that's all you got time to do now? What difference does it make to you what my sexuality is, honestly? I mean, who do you think you are? I mean, are you just that flippin' miserable that that's all you got to do? Ay. Also, where some old stomping grounds for me. Oh, Biloxi, yes. I've heard mixed things about Biloxi. We are going to Mobile, Alabama. Okay, so for a couple of you who are new to the channel, and I apologize because it's like all these things are happening at once. I am on the Xbox Series S, as in Sam. I have the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are flying the EMB110P1. We departed from Houston, Texas, and we are heading to Mobile. All right, you know what? I don't have time for that either. I just, man. Anyway, we're heading to Mobile, Alabama. I am not taking requests for flights or to fly particular aircraft. My flight schedule is created well in advance and is subject to change based on my own real life schedule. I had thought we got rid of. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Man. Wow. I don't know. It's not. I don't know if they're bots, addies, or what. It's fine. It is what it is. It's dealt with. I don't know where. Uh, I don't know where Mick is. I don't know if he's lurking or if he's otherwise engaged. I need him here because I can't keep... Here's another one. Wow, okay. Yep, you guys are just going to keep getting reported for harassment. That's okay. No, it's just that people, it's like that, it's kind of coming around. Fish guns, it's like they get reported and then so they disappear for a while and then they come back after things have kind of settled down and, you know, that sort of thing. So it's just miserable people got nothing better to do with their time. If they actually applied themselves with the same sort of with the same amount of attitude that they do all this stuff, I got it, Joseph. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll handle it. I just but it's like it quiets down for a while and then it starts back up again. That's the problem. And I know that they just think that if they can continue to be funny and harassing, that eventually I'll just stop the stream and then that's their way of winning, and you're not going to win. Okay? I'm gonna let YouTube deal with you. You can make all your fake accounts all you want. I'm sure you got a boatload of them, and I'll just keep reporting and reporting and reporting and reporting. That's okay. We got nothing but time to get all the way to Houston or to Mobile, Alabama. So, but I don't know why you are concerned about my sexuality. That's none of your business. Just like yours is none of my business. So, but I know you're a bunch of kids just sitting around laughing, you know, like a bunch of idiots. So, all that man-made shoreline, there's really no real looking ocean until you get the barrier islands. Huh. Okay, I didn't know that. See, if you kids actually applied yourself with the same amount of fever that you do all this other silly shit, you'd probably be very successful in life. Quite honestly. But you don't. So, you know, but that's your choice. Yeah, it's starting up again. That's the thing. Just like with in mixed streams recently, it's kind of started back up again. You know, we had the people there last night in his chat that were acting up. Oh no, Twitch is fine, Chris. No, there's no problem over on Twitch. It's all right here on YouTube. No, Twitch, I have an auto mod over on Twitch. Although Mick is a mod there as well, but anything that is like to if it's like what we're seeing over here on YouTube, then yeah, it's an automatic. It automatically holds it or won't allow it to be posted. But some of the stuff, if it's really bad, it automatically goes into held for review. But they're, you know, it's just they're bypassing that because they're just saying stupid shit in order to bypass it, and then I have to hide them, block them, report them, you know, all that kind of stuff. And that's fine. You know, you guys think it's funny, like I said. because you're just that sad as a person. So it's all good though. Because, you know, the funny thing is if somebody was doing it to you, you guys would be crying foul, right? You'd be, oh, I'm being harassed and I'm being disrespected and all this other stuff. But you like doing it to other people, don't you? Oh, wow. That is kind of crazy. I've kind of been by that area, but I've never really stopped off there to check it all out. So. Anyways. Yeah, because see the other thing too is you don't even you don't even make your own content, do you? You don't even you have a YouTube channel, but you don't do anything worthwhile. You know, if anything, you play probably Fortnite, maybe PUBG. That's about it. You know. Well, you know what, Chris? Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I trust. Not that I don't trust you, Joseph, but just you're fine. But yeah, Chris, I'm gonna give you a spanner for right now because I can't. Yeah, you see any of that? Just block them and then report them for harassment. Probably so, Chris. Probably so. So, yeah, it seems like there's a bug introduced. See, it keeps blinking to 99,000 feet. Yeah, just don't even time them out. Just block them and then report them for harassment if any of them pop up again. This must be repercussion because I was hiding and blocking a lot of them over on Mick's channel last night with their stupid names. Hello, Ryan. Happy Tuesday to you as well. I don't recognize your name, but I am on the Xbox, so I'm going to give you the quick rundown. I am on the Xbox Series S's and Sam. I have the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are in the Embraer 110P1. We departed from Houston, and we are heading from Houston, Texas, and we are heading to Mobile, Alabama. I'm not taking requests for flights or for me to fly particular planes. My flight schedule is created well in advance and is subject to change based on my own schedule. Thank you. Yeah, see, they did a patch, and I wonder if the patch that they put out for the creators of this plane did a patch, and then there was a patch for the sim, and I wonder if that's why that 99,000 feet keeps popping up intermittently. Yeah, sorry, Ryan, I just try to, those are usually the questions that I get on average, and so I try to get ahead of it with that little my little script. But even with that, some people choose to ignore it and still ask anyway. All right, we're heading over LSU, so we're on our way to Louisiana. Gulf of Mexico is way off to the right there somewhere. Matter of fact, you kind of see the shoreline right there. Here's our inside of our Embraer 110. This is the passenger version. When we get on the ground, we're gonna use this little handy dandy tablet to open all of our doors and put the safety stuff down. The covers and cones and wheel chocks and whatnot. Anyway, all right, so let's see if we can figure out. Let's have a look at our map. See if we can zoom out. So it looks like that's a majority of our flight there in front of us still. So we still got quite a bit of ways to go. Well, at least now they see another spanner in the chat, or they see a spanner in the chat, so I think that's why, Chris. They didn't see one because Amelo left, and that's when it kind of spun up. So when they see a spanner in the chat, then they know that they're going to get handled very quickly, and I'm just not even going to acknowledge them. They got what they wanted. They got some acknowledgement. That's fine, but you know they're just sorry excuses for people. That's all. Yeah, because usually when people don't see a spanner in the chat, although like somebody like Pete, he kind of lurks, but there's other spanners that are there as well, but he'll take action very quickly when necessary, or he'll just pop in and say hello, and then people forget about him after he says hi. So anyways, so I think once we pass LSU, that waypoint there, which is probably right near the actual university, Louisiana State, which for some reason I still get emails like, come register, come to school at LSU, and I'm like, no, that's okay. I'm quite content with my life right now. Yeah, well, I mean, it does do that, Joseph. That's what live weather is supposed to be about. It changes. There was obviously a storm of some kind over Houston, and now it's just kind of cloudy here, but we're well above the clouds. But it'll probably be a little bit cloudy when we get to Mobile. I wonder if let's see if I ask. Maybe I should have looked at it. I think, or it was right. Maybe it was flight 210 is the max. See, that's the weird thing about this sim. Sometimes it will tell you to go beyond the. Yeah, I should have probably changed it. Now that I think about it. Anyways. Well, now that I think we've gotten past the Okay, Mustang McNeamy. Putting a bunch of J's in there is not a reasonable sort of conversation to have. So if you want to say hello, that's fine. But be aware that we've already had our fill of silliness in the chat for today. If you want to get silly, you're just going to be blocked. Okay? You're going to be removed. That's what I thought. Boy. You'd think most people would be in school. Well, I know what it is. Youngsters are waking up and they're pissed off because they got to go to school. So they decide that they're going to come into somebody's chat and let their dissatisfaction with life be known. Like I have any control over that. Like it's my fault that they're unhappy. Where's my... Aha. Altitude hold is not engaging. It should be that button there, right? Yep. All right, perfect. There we go. Now things are back where they should be. No, it shouldn't be 100. It should be... Why is that 100 get added? All right, let's see, what is our next? So we should be right over the LSU campus, pretty close to it. I think it's over either below us or to the right. It's somewhere around here. Keeps doing that. All right, I think I'm going to take just a real quick break, folks. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I think things have pretty much settled down now. Knock on wood. Oh yeah, there's the airport right there by LSU, I believe. I think that's a regional airport. So yeah, that's what we got left to do. Oh, I'm gonna go to my controller batteries. Give me just a second, folks. I want to swap those out. Well, yeah, that's very possible, Chris. Hold on just a second. Let me swap out the batteries. But yeah, you might be right, Chris. That does seem to be the time when most when I get a lot of questions and comments and demands that I acknowledge their question or comment. I don't know. I mean, to think that you have that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, that's very egotistical to come into somebody's chat and demand acknowledgement. Like, that's. You really need to get some help. Like, honestly, you really need to go talk to somebody. Because they'll give you all the acknowledgement that you can care for, you know. Oh, yeah, I've seen those, I think. Well, I have, like, I have the rechargeable double A's. It's just that I rotate them. I have, like, 3 sets of them. So, like, the ones that I just took out, I got to put in the charger once I wrap the stream up. Um, and I mean, they last usually pretty good. It's just that the ones that I just took out, I had downloaded the first division game and I was running around just, you know, causing chaos and destruction around New York. And well, the thing is, Joseph, about that, I mean, early on, that's why I've had to write that little script so that people know if there's new people that come in, I immediately say that so that. But as usual, there's always going to be people who are going to ignore, because there's some people who believe if they ask enough times, it's like, when you go to your parents and you say, "Can I do this? No. Can I do this? No. Can I?" And you just keep asking over and over and over until finally they get the yes. Get 2 in a box with a charger dock. Okay. Venom Series rechargeable battery pack. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Matter of fact, I will look on Amazon.com right now. Venom. That, yeah, I'll look into those. All right, let's see how much more we got to go. Our rival point. There is no rival, that's right. I think these are all kind of close together, but we'll get it a little bit closer and then we'll start descending. Oops. Into yeah, I'll double check, but thank you, Chris. I mean, these were fine. It's just that if I if I go if I use the controller outside of flying, then the batteries go very quickly. Anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, that's why I asked Captain Arish, because he's been streaming for quite a while, and I asked him what more could I do. So I came up. He said, "Well, just try to have fun with it," and which is fine. That's a reasonable, you know, that's probably the best way to handle it. It's just that, um, on Twitch, usually, like when I've watched his streams, except for a rare occasion, there's not been many people who've come in and said anything ridiculous on Twitch, which is normally where most of that stuff happens, And so then so that's why I came up with this little script, which is kind of like what you hear, when you're on a flight and you're getting ready to push back, the flight attendants give you the whole, or the cabin crew, whatever, they give you that whole little safety speech, right? And they go over the safety features, and they show you where all the emergency exits are, and they point them out, and all that kind of stuff. And if you have any other questions, there's a little safety card in the seat back in front of you. You can read that, or if you don't know what kind of plane you're flying, it usually will say what series of plane that you're on and stuff like that. So that's why I came up with this little script. I wrote it down on a little card, actually. So every morning before we fly, I take the card and I read it. And then if there's new people in the chat, I at least read the front part, because the back part has like what we do throughout the week. But just because that's usually, hello, Oliver Smith. So here's a good point. So Oliver, since you are new here, I'm going to give you the rundown of what I am doing, or what this channel is about. I am on the Xbox Series S, as in Sam. I had the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are flying the Embraer EMB110P1. We departed from Houston, Texas, and we're heading to Mobile, Alabama. I am not taking requests for flights, nor am I taking requests for me to fly a certain plane. My flight schedule is created well in advance and is subject to change based on my own schedule. So there we go. I am not on, and right now there's no multiplayer lobby open right now. The next one will be open on the 6th of June for a memorial flight for the anniversary of D-Day. I will be flying the P-38. We'll be departing from, I can tell you for sure, we are flying out of Goodwood, the little airport by Goodwood, and we are heading to Dinard over in Normandy, I believe. So if you want to join for that, I don't have which server I will be on yet, but we will open up the multiplayer lobby and I will post that information. I fly 7:30 Eastern, or the stream starts 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK. So there we go. And that's all based on what, even though I have it put in the description, the title, all that stuff, people just ignore it because they still want to be their question answered by me in a stream. They don't want to read it, or they read it and they're like, oh, I'm going to ask anyway just because. So okay. Well, Oliver, see, I know you're trying to be funny, but today has just not been that kind of day for me. I'm sorry. Normally I would kind of laugh it off, but we've had a whole host of people coming in acting ridiculous in the chat earlier on. So, but it's fine. So I'll give you another rundown. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are vintage aviation flights. Mondays and Wednesdays we're flying the Junkers 52 on an old KLM route from Amsterdam to the former Dutch East Indies, now known as Indonesia. Tomorrow we are flying from Cairo. The flight was normally would take about a week, but I've had to break it up into smaller legs, so it's going to take about 32 legs, and we will be flying leg 10 tomorrow from Cairo to El Gora. Tuesdays are jetliner, regional jet, and regional prop flights. Thursdays, military aviation flights. This Thursday we will be in the F-16. Saturdays we have flights featuring the P-38. We call it Lightning, or I call it Lightning Saturday. We're flying around old you can like the video. Okay. All right. Anyways. Well, okay, Oliver. If you would like to maybe explain why you didn't like the video, so since you said that, since you're being honest, I would like you to honestly tell me why. I mean, if you're talking about this stream in particular, what is it about it that you don't like? If you're still here, just out of curiosity, if you can summarize it. What would be the summary of why you didn't like it? I mean, not that I'm not going to change my schedule or say, okay, instead of doing this on Tuesday, because I'm trying to I'm trying to fly a bunch of different things during the week so that we're not just flying the same thing constantly. But I've learned I can't win for losing with the audience. Commentary and camera views. Okay. I mean, I try to be outside, but sometimes I get stuck inside, but okay. And commentary, well, all right. I don't think you're leaving for real, because I still see it. I think you're popping in and out, which is fine. Well, camera views, yeah, I try to be outside every so often just to kind of get a view. Sometimes I do get stuck here inside because as we're getting ready to land, I have to start descending. You know, the reasonable things that have to happen before you land. You have to drop altitude and things like that. Start slowing the plane down and whatnot. I mean, I'm using just a standard controller, so I can't just be outside flying manually outside. Commentary, well, you know, today's just been one of those days that we've had folks who've come in and been disrespectful. I try to make the flight interesting, educational, whatever. But again, I know it's not for everybody. Some people don't appreciate whatever it is I do. But again, I've created this little script because people have come in and not just asking, but be very demanding. And, I don't particularly like that. You know, I used to do every Friday for a while. We were doing all these viewer requested flights, and you know, it just wasn't. It wasn't a. I'm investing my time, and I wasn't seeing a return on the investment necessarily. I think I'm going to start dropping some altitude. So, yeah, can't make everybody happy. That's all right. Wow, I can't believe Houston Center's. Would have thought by now we would be talking to Atlanta. I'm surprised we're not in Atlanta's airspace yet. What is the $29909? Okay. It's okay, Addies. It's fine. It can't make everybody happy, so it is what it is. All right, looks like we are getting ready to make our way into Mobile downtown. Once we land and do all the door stuff, we will be wrapping things up. And we'll be back tomorrow. I figured we'd either be in Atlanta Center airspace or we would be in Jacksonville airspace. Probably more, maybe Jacksonville. Yeah, probably Jacksonville. So we'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK, and the Eucharist 52, Cairo to El Gora. We have the vast majority of our flight. Once we leave Cairo, we have a 136 nautical mile run to a nav point near the airport, and then we're going to turn and head in towards El Gora. All right. Maybe it's a good thing I'm taking Sunday off this weekend. All right, real quick, thank you all for coming in today. Welcome to Mobile, Alabama. Local time is 8:32 in the morning. Sorry there was a lot of noise in the background while I was trying to concentrate on flying. Hello, Ken. Yeah, I'm fine. There was just a lot of background noise, so it would have been harder for me to talk and all that while I was trying to land. So, I'm fine. It is what it is. So anyway, we'll be back tomorrow in the Junkers 52 going from Cairo to El Gora, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UK. And that will be it. Is this his noise? What do you mean, Ken? Thank you, Joseph. You mean, is this my voice? Yes, this is my voice. There was a lot of trucks and whatnot outside that were being very noisy, so I'm glad to hear that. Let's see what else. So yeah, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK in the Junkers 52, Cairo to El Gora tomorrow. Continuing, that'll be leg 10 of our 32-leg journey to Indonesia, the former Dutch East Indies, former old KLM route from the 1930s. So there we are. So we're gonna park it here in a moment. And we'll be wrapping things up as soon as we park and get the doors open and all that. We'll shut the engines down, but we won't completely. We'll just turn the fuel off and throw or bring the feather. Change the feathering of the props, and so that way it's all good. We live in Indonesia. Well, we are heading there. I researched a former KLM route when Indonesia was part of the Dutch colonies. So it would normally take about a week back in the 1930s to complete the flight, but that is too much flying for me to do in one sitting, as far as because they would fly multiple legs throughout the day. I can't do that, so I've broken it up into smaller legs. So tomorrow is leg 10 of 32. If I remember if it's 32. It's either 32 or 33. I may have miscounted somewhere along the way. Let's have a look here in my notes. $32. Yeah, that's 32. So we're in Egypt, and we will be in Egypt until next Wednesday when we fly into Iraq. We'll head from Iraq, I believe, into Iran and on down through the Middle East and into Indonesia. Why do I feel like we're supposed to go back that way, but that's alright. Sometimes the way they tell you to go is kind of goofy. Hello, 9 Game Studios. We are getting ready to wrap things up here as soon as we park here in Mobile, Alabama. Sorry that you're coming in late. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK in the Junkers 52, departing from Cairo, heading to El Gora on our long flight to Indonesia. leg 10 of 32. Well, this runway is no longer in use. Interesting. Legal. A little bit of rain here. Yeah, as soon as we get to our parking spot, we'll wrap things up. Do appreciate everybody coming in today. 3 or 5 thumbs up. Thank you all for that. Appreciate it. Let's say it's the general aviation. I think we're turning left right where we turned right. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, 9 Gaming Studio. It's been interesting to say the least. We've had a fair share of foolishness in the chat. More than our fair share. I'm not too happy about that. But nothing I can do about it. They've been dealt with. They've been blocked. They've been reported for harassment. Okay, so for Ken, it is a KLM flight that was done in the 1930s. It was like a business sort of flight from Amsterdam to Indonesia. It took about a week to do because they would take off. They would probably fly about 3 or so legs, depending on the length of the flight, or where all they were going, and the weather. It was only VFR flying. There was no IFR flights back then. So I've had to break it up basically into smaller chunks. So we are flying from Cairo, Egypt to El Gora, Egypt tomorrow. Some of the longer legs were like 5 hours or so in length, and I've had to break them up because I cannot spend that much time sitting to do the flight. So yeah, I've broken it up into smaller legs. Okay. Tomorrow, the actual airport, I don't remember okay. We are going all the way to Bandung. We're flying, the last flight for that whole 32 leg trip is from Jakarta to Bandung. That is when I did the research for the flight, that is the airport closest to, or closest in name or location to where KLM would land. So that's why. The names of the airports have changed over the years. Some of them are no longer in existence. Some have been turned into air bases along the way in different countries. So getting information about the airport and the flight, just trying to plan it was a bit of a challenge. So it was I did a real world Deutsche Lufthansa flight from Berlin to Athens in the Junkers 52. We were flying the Fokker F-7B, but the plane is not, the flight model is kind of goofed up, so I moved back to the Junkers 52. It's fairly easy to fly. It's performed very well overall, so we were going to stick with that for the meantime. It's not period correct, it's not the correct plane, but I want to get the flight done. So, yeah, that's the plan. So today has just been one of those days that it has been nothing but a hot mess in the chat. So I apologize, I'm not my normal exuberant self upon landing. It's just been one of those days. Alright, there's our parking spot. I guess we could not have... Oh, is there a taxiway there? I kind of feel like we could have... Nope, maybe not. Maybe there isn't. Oh well. Nope, guess not. Oh well, that's fine. Hello, Glenn. Nice to see you here. You got here just in time. We are taxiing into our parking spot. We'll be wrapping things up here in just a moment. There's our parking spot. Made it for the best part, the parking. Well, we've had a little bit of tour of the airport here in Mobile. Much to my surprise, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just the way it is. So... All right, almost there. And then we're going to open the doors here. Oops. That's fine. All right. Wheel chocks. Covers. 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 All right, there's our doors open. We have our doors open so you can get the luggage out. The passengers can disembark safely. All that good stuff. And let's go ahead and turn the battery off. There we go. End of the flight. Hour 36. Not too bad. We got there a little bit quicker than expected. Of course, we've been going a little bit longer because we have our usual pre-flight script to read. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, folks. I will see you all tomorrow in the Icarus 52, Cairo to El Gore, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK. Do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening, early Wednesday, depending on where you are in the world. Until then, peace, live long, and prosper.